So I think we'll go ahead and get started when you're ready. My name is Rachelle. Thanks for showing up. Let's find a nice comfortable seat. So I was just thinking of what it means to show up. Sometimes I feel the need before class to like brush my hair or do other things to show up. Sometimes I don't. I'm trying to figure out what that all means, what it really means to show up. The fact that you guys all continue to show up, it really fills my heart. I mean, there's a million different classes you could be doing online for free. And it makes me feel full. Then of course the logical part wants to dissect it and analyze it and be like, why do they keep showing up? You know, I don't really go a whole lot out of my way to keep the flows funky and fresh. And so I assume that it means that you like me, or just like my style of teaching, or the intensity level of the class. But it makes me feel connected. You know, I'm pretty isolated out here, and it makes me feel connected that you guys show up and want to do yoga with me, and it fills my heart up. So let's just start to breathe a little deeper together, and just maybe a couple thoughts about how you're showing up today. Not judgments of how you could have shown up better, or ideas about how you should be showing up. Just notice that you're showing up for whatever reason to do yoga right now, to make this time for yourself. So whether you've had a really productive morning or had time to brush your hair and your teeth or do all the things, let's just feel a little bit of gratitude that we're all able to show up today. That we're able-bodied enough to be here practicing together. That we're calling the shots, deciding how to utilize our time, deciding what's important, instead of just kind of letting life come at us and then saying things like, I don't have time for yoga. See if you can feel that gratitude deep down in your heart space, down in your belly. See if you can feel it all over on a cellular level, feeling this deep sense of gratitude. Our true nature is spirit. Spirit is always in a state of grace. So we are always in a state of grace when we allow it. See if you can keep this feeling of gratitude you're cultivating. Letting every inhale be filling up that space, that container for gratitude as you fill your heart space and your belly. And let each exhale be a little sigh of relief. And just notice the tendency to hold tension, especially all around in here, the head and neck, the eyes. Use every exhale to let some of that go. On the inhale, lift the arms up, squeeze the palms together, lift everything up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and lower your hands down by your sides. Now drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Keep pressing the sit bones down and lifting through the heart. Exhale, soften. Let go. Try to make it an automatic function of your body and your mind, where every exhale is just allowing space to soften, where it doesn't feel forced or like you're grasping at it. You're just letting it happen. Letting the breath do its job. Walk those left fingertips out to the left and keep dissolving that tension from the neck. The trap, feel it melting away here. Slowly come back to center. Let's just make a couple circles with the head and neck, whichever direction feels right. We'll go the other direction after we do the other side. Slowly come back to stillness in the center. Inhale for length. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Let those shoulders melt. Feel that tension dissolving, dissipating. Find that gratitude. Use the inhale to fill that space. See if the exhale will just soften you without you having to tell it so. Walk those right fingertips out to the right. And slowly start to circle your head the opposite direction. This time maybe the torso starts to circle around, or maybe the shoulders start to roll around. Slowly come back to stillness in the center. We'll do a few rounds of seated cat-cow. Inhale, pull the belly forward, pull the heart forward, drop the head back. Exhale, round it out. Start to make that audible sound with the breath, that ocean sound. Seeing how long you can make each breath and each move. And again, trying to make that feel effortless, not too forced. Just using a little bit of awareness and your attention to hold on to it, but not to the point where you're gasping for air. After your next exhale, empty every last drop and then come back to stillness in the center. Actually, let's switch the cross of the legs, opposite leg on top. Maybe you're bringing one leg up into your lap, or maybe both legs up into your lap. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep the right arm under the left. See if you can get your palms to touch. Draw the elbows out and up. Soften the shoulders down the back. See if you can find that place where that's an automated response, where every exhale just softens and there's a little less force involved. Just a little more intention, yeah? Press the sit bones down, lengthen up through the crown. Let that exhale soften. Let it melt that tension. Slowly hinge forward. You can keep reaching your elbows out further in front of you. Let your head become heavy. Keep your sit bones both grounding back evenly. And allow the breath. Slowly come back up. Inhale, arms up, squeeze your palms together, lift everything high. Exhale, sweep the left arm under the right. Maybe your palms touch, elbows out and up. Soften the shoulders down the back, lengthen through the back of the neck. Exhale to soften and then hinge forward. So just by being present and not being on the thought train, we're allowing the yoga, the breath, the universe to move through us here. Allowing these sacred wisdoms to help us to center and ground. Allowing this force, this prana, to move through us in a beautiful, harmonious way. Slowly come back up, inhale, arms up, squeeze your palms together, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart. And now we're just going to roll back onto the back and grab onto your knees and move however you like. If you feel any sticky spots in the spine, maybe rolling across it a couple times, getting some blood flow. When you're ready, we're going to start to rock forward and back. Maybe toes come to touch the ground back there. Maybe you come all the way up to seated a couple times. And when you're ready, we're going to come all the way up to a chair pose, rolling up onto our feet. Using the hands if you need to, reach the arms forward and up. Sit in the chair. Pull the belly in, reach up out of the waist. Let that exhale soften. Keep the heart lifted, interlace the fingers back behind you. Maybe the palms glue together. Maybe you find a tiny backward bend. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. So a little more than halfway. We're kind of coming up to a chair pose on the inhale, but keeping our bind. Keep the belly in, fill the heart. Exhale, fold. Maybe the legs start to straighten on the exhale, on the fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, come up. Open the heart. Exhale, fold. The head is heavy. 2 more times. Slow it down a little bit. Press into all 4 corners of the feet. Pull the belly in. Really intentionally open the heart, rolling the shoulders back. Keep pressing into the feet as you fold forward and lengthen your spine and the back of your neck. Release your hands down to the ground. Step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down. Keep your knees stacked right over your ankle. Untuck those back toes. And use your hands a little bit to pull the heart forward, opening the heart as you roll the shoulders back. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Allow the exhale to soften all over. Not just the hip flexor, not just the head, not just the neck. Try to feel it all over. Maybe even on a cellular level. Feel this softening in the mind, in the body, all together. Slowly step back to plank and lower down knees, chest, chin. Let the inhale lift you up like baby cobra. Take your time, be really intentional here. Feel the length of your body, feel the legs hugging into center and the feet pressing into the mat. Use each inhale to lift up. Use each exhale to let go. See if even on the inhale, you can let the tension melt from the shoulders and the face. And use the exhale to slowly lower back down. 1 more time. Press it back to child's pose. Curl the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Move however you like here, or just find stillness if you're ready. Really intentionally press into the hands evenly all over. Feel that same equality through both the feet. Pressing into the mat. Feel the rooting to rise through the hands and the feet, both pressing down to lift the hips. Slowly walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Really slowly, intentionally moving your body. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale, fold. You can have your feet together or a little bit apart. Interlace your fingers back behind you. Inhale, come up like chair pose. Push your booty back more. Roll the heart open. Exhale, fold. Pull the belly in. Head is heavy. Soften shoulders. Inhale to lift up halfway. Feel the breath. Moving your body, feel it filling you up. On the exhale, all the air compresses out as the belly draws in and up just a little bit more to create a little more space. 1 more inhale to come up. And exhale, fold. Release your hands down to the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back, lower the left knee down, untuck the toes. Draw the heart forward, roll the shoulders back. Use your inhale to lengthen and your exhale to soften all over. See if you can do it all at once, lengthening and softening. Step back to plank and lower through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, baby cobra. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Take your time. Notice how you're showing up. If you're in your head, try to let go of any judgment about that and just try to commit to being right here with this breath a little bit more. Seeing if you can show up just a little bit more for yourself. Right here in this breath. Inhale, lift the right foot up high. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose and step it through. Lower the left knee all the way down. Inhale, arms up. Back toes tucked or untucked. Sink in a little bit. Square the hips up. Inhale, lengthens. Exhale, softens. Let it all run together, all happening at once. Finding this balance can help us feel like we are in a state of grace. Slowing the mind down. Lower the hands down. Draw the toes back like half splits. Keep the heart lifted. Intentionally placing the body to allow this prana to move through us. To allow it to soften our heart edges. Strengthen us. See if there's anything else you can soften and let go of on this exhale. Lower the right foot down, step the left foot forward, find that chair pose. Keep the heart lifted, interlace fingers behind you. Exhale, fold forward. Keeping your bind, come all the way to standing, pressing into the feet. Bend the knees if you need to. Lift the heart up, roll the shoulders back, maybe a tiny backward bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, press the feet down, lengthen forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, meeting back in downward facing dog. If you're ever having pain in your wrists or shoulders, go ahead and take a moment to figure that out. Maybe you need to stretch the wrists out a little bit, or stretch the shoulders, or maybe you just need to take a little rest and listen to the body. Maybe you need to skip chaturangas today. Inhale, lift the left foot high. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, step it through, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Lower the hands to frame the foot, draw the toes back. One more chance to soften and let go. Lower the left foot down, step the right foot forward, find your chair, sink back into the heels, pull the belly in, reach up. Exhale, softens. And now stack the right knee on top of the left. See if you can get your toes to sneak all the way around that cat. Right arm under the left. See if you can get your palms to touch. See what you can soften as you sink in a little deeper. Draw the elbows out and up. Soften the shoulders down the back. See if you can tell if those knees and elbows are in the center line of the body. Both facing forward, stacked here. Slowly come up, lift the right knee high. Hinge forward, shoot that leg back long, everything parallel to the ground. Flex the foot. Point the toes down and in. Feel the equality in the legs to find your balance. Pressing the left foot down. With the same pressure, the right foot is pressing straight back. Draw the elbows forward a little bit. Soften anything you can. And then if you feel balanced, come into standing splits with eagle arms. Lifting the right foot a little bit higher, but keeping that right hip facing the mat. Head is heavy. Find that equality in the legs. One rooting, one rising. Use your exhale to soften. Keep the deep bend in the left knee as you slowly lower the right foot back. Crescent lunge with eagle arms. Stack the knee over the ankle. Square the hips to the top of the mat. Find a little backward bend. And then slowly lower the right knee all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Draw the toes back. Half splits with eagle arms. Find your breath. I like to drop my elbows right inside my knee, but you can come right on top if that feels like better alignment. Keep drawing the toes back towards the face. Keep allowing each exhale to soften. Lower the left foot down. Now we're turning twist to the left, hooking those elbows outside the knee. If this feels like too much, just bring your palms together here and twist there. Press the left knee forward. Exhale, soften. Kind of prying your body open with the twist. And then using every exhale to relax into that. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee up, step the right foot forward. Slowly come back up to standing. Keep your eagle arms. Stand up, find a little backward bend. Release the arms down by your sides. Inhale them right back up. Exhale, sweep the left arm under the right. Maybe get the palms to touch. Sit in the chair. Lift the left leg high up and over. Use your breath. See if there's any more balance you can find here. Slowly come up, lift the left knee high, hinge at the hips, shoot that leg back. Find the equality between the legs to balance. Find length from heel to crown. Fingers reaching forward, elbows dropping heavy towards the mat. Exhale, softening every single time. If you feel balanced, drop into that standing splits with eagle arms. Keep the equality through the feet and the legs for balance. Let your head become heavy. Keep the left hip square to the mat. Keep the right knee deeply bent. Slowly lower the left knee back behind. Crescent lunge with eagle arms. Stack your knee over your ankles. Slowly come up, finding a little backward bend. Lower the left knee down. Draw the toes back, half splits with eagle arms. Use every exhale to soften here. If you want more opening, you keep drawing the elbows out and up. You keep using the exhale to soften into that space. Lower the right knee down, turn and twist to the right. Maybe just palms together is enough. Press the right knee forward. Use this pose to let go of some tension. Use the exhale to feel it dissipate. Slowly curl the left toes, lift the left knee, step the left foot forward. Come back up, eagle arms, sink into the chair, and then stand up, find a little backward bend. Lower the hands down, inhale them right back up, squeeze the palms together, lift high. Exhale, lower the hands down by your sides. Now we're gonna lift the right foot up into tree pose, maybe helping it up high on the thigh. And find that equality between your foot and your leg. Find that rooting to rise sensation. Bring your hands to your heart. Hips scooping forward, knee dropping back to open that hip. Maybe this is enough, stay right here. If you want to turn and twist to the left, bring your right hand to your left hip and the back of your left hand to your right hip. And pull that left shoulder back more. Let your gaze follow. Keep rooting to rise here. Find steadiness. Let each exhale soften some of this tension, and notice you can twist a little deeper after you let go, a little more each time. Keep your gaze steady. Feel everything in you starting to balance here. Slowly come back to center, lift the right knee high, reach the arms up. Cartwheel the hands to the mat, shoot the leg high like standing splits. Slowly lower the right foot down beneath the left, sit back in the heels, find that chair pose. Keep the heart lifted, interlace the fingers, exhale, fold. Release the hands to the mat, step back to plank. Lower through chaturanga, check in with your wrists and your shoulders. Make sure this isn't too taxing for them today. Settle into your downward facing dog. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees, and walker hops to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, press into the feet. Inhale, reverse swan dive, backward bend, maybe a little bit deeper. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Lift your left foot up into tree pose. See how many different places you can find that equality or balance. Rooting down with the same pressure that you're rising up. Pressing the hips forward with the same pressure that you're dropping that knee back. Bring the hands to the heart. Or turn and twist to the right. Grabbing those hips to pull the right shoulder back more. Letting that exhale soften the shoulders down. Keep your chin parallel to the ground. Just allowing it to happen here. Allowing yoga and the breath to happen through your body. Just by being here, just by being present, just by showing up. Just by not allowing thoughts to keep interrupting this flow. This flow of energy, flow of breath, flow of life. Slowly come back to center, lift the knee, reach the arms up, cartwheel hands down, shoot the leg high, standing splits. Head is heavy, breath is deep. Find that equality, pressing down, pressing up. Lower the left foot, sit back in the chair, keep the heart lifted, interlace the fingers, roll the heart open, and then exhale to fold, release the hands to the mat, step back to plank, lower through chaturanga, kneading back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot up high, then lower the elbows down to the ground, like three-legged dolphin. Head is heavy. Breath is deep. See where all you can find that equality and balance here. Using each exhale to soften. Slowly lower the right foot down, reach the left foot up. Find that balance. Find more softness on each exhale by staying focused. Slowly lower the left foot down. Now walk the feet in. See if you can lift the elbows up and keep walking the feet in. We're going to try an arm balance, bringing the knees right up into the armpits. Arms stay straight. Come up on your tippy toes. Try to place those knees in those armpits, creating a shelf for the upper arms, trying to lift the feet up off the ground. Again, only if your wrists and shoulders feel 100%. Otherwise, you skip it. Optional vinyasa, meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left foot up high. Balance everything out, and then slowly together, the elbows lower down. Head gets heavy. Breath gets deep. Every breath is a new chance to see what else you can bring into alignment, into this balance, into this flow. Lower the left foot, lift the right foot up high. Lower the right foot, walk the feet in, lift the elbows up, keep walking the feet in. All the way up to the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Grab your elbows behind your knees. Pull your face into your legs. Let the exhale soften the shoulders out of the ears. Release your grip, press into the feet. Inhale, rise up, find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Close your eyes. Find that balance here as the feet press down evenly. So imbalances start off subtle, right? Maybe an injury, maybe just some subtle little thing. And then pretty soon it becomes a big thing because there's some part of our foot that we're not using properly or pressing into the ground. And then we tend towards our tendencies, and then our tendons and everything kind of start to all pull in one direction. Maybe because one leg is longer, maybe because of an accident. But see if you can find more equality here as you press the feet into the ground evenly, and just notice how you're showing up. Maybe there's one part that doesn't want to press down into the ground evenly because it hurts. Just noticing that, noticing our resistance to coming into alignment. And just notice the difference between trying to force the alignment and trying to allow the breath in, just to let it happen. So you can come back to that feeling of gratitude for your body, for yoga, for showing up. Inhale, lift the arms up. Sweep the right arm under the left. Sit in the chair. Lift the right leg up. Eagle pose. Maybe toes wrap now. Use each breath to find a little more balance. Never allowing one exhale to go by without letting it soften something. Being grateful for that. Slowly lift the right knee up high. Shoot that leg back. Everything parallel to the ground. Find that balance and equality. If you've got it, come into that standing splits with eagle arms. Keeping that equality, that balance. Slowly step back. Crescent lunge with eagle arms. Take your time. Move intentionally. Find a little backward bend. Slowly lower the right hand down. Roll the left hand up. Let the gaze follow that left hand up. Roll that left shoulder back. Roll to the outside of the right foot. Sweep the left foot back. Stacked or lifted here. Reach the left arm up alongside the ear. Step the left foot back. Flip it over. Relax your head and your neck. Find your breath. Find balance. Come back to plank. Optional vinyasa. Meeting back in downward facing dog. All right, let's lower down to the knees for a second. Maybe it's just me today, but let's roll the wrists out a little bit. Thought it was my shoulder, but I think it's my wrist. All right, let's bring the left hand up, palm facing your face. Right hand, bring the thumb right between the pinky and the ring finger. Wrap the fingers around the thumb, and then like you're trying to place the back of the left hand on the heart. Pull it around here. Soften your shoulders, your jaw. Let your breath come in here. And release, shake it out. Let your shoulders bounce a little bit. Okay, right hand towards the face. Left thumb between ring and pinky. Fingers wrap around the thumb. Back of the right hand towards the heart. Exhale, soften. Still trying to find alignment, rooting to rise. Balancing the breath. And release, shake it out. Now slowly come back up, downward facing dog. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, a little deeper backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Left arm under right, palms touch. Sit in the chair. Left knee up and over, right. Toes wrap. Sink in. Find your balance. Find your gratitude. Feel like it's all the same thing. Finding steadiness, quieting the mind, releasing the tension, just allowing yourself to show up the way you're showing up. Slowly come up, lift the knee high, hinge forward, shoot the leg back, keeping that balance and equality, not waiting till you get into the pose to find that perfect balance of the right foot pressing down, left foot pressing back. Keep that equality as you drop into standing splits. Head is heavy, breath is deep. Don't lose that balance of the right foot. Normally we lose focus and we stop pressing the right foot down as much as we're lifting the left foot up. That's why we lose balance. So stay focused on finding that balance. Slowly step the left foot back. Stack knee over ankle, move slowly. Find a little backward bend, pressing the right knee forward. Release the hands, left foot plants down. Stack the shoulders and then roll the right shoulder back. Let the gaze follow that right hand. Slowly from your center, roll to the outside of the left foot. Sweep the right foot back, stacked or lifted. Press the left hand down, lift the hips up. Reach the right arm up alongside the ear. Step the right foot back. Flip it over. Head is heavy like a bowling ball. Heart is pressing up. Come back to plank, optional vinyasa. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot high. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, step it through. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Set it up, lift the heart, interlace the fingers behind you, find a little backward bend. Hinge forward, drop the head inside the knee, reach the arms up and overhead. Find your balance, find that equality anywhere you can. Drag the body towards the left, find that wide leg forward fold, turn the toes in. Inhale, lift up halfway.
And exhale, fold. Head is heavy like bowling ball. Reach your arms up and over. See how many different places you can find that balance and equality. From one foot to the other, from the front of the foot to the back of the foot, from the pressing down to the lifting up, from the inhale to the exhale, balancing everything out here. Noticing what that does to your mind. Bring the hands to the hips, put a little bend in the knees and slowly come up. Turn the toes out to the sides. Try to stack knees over ankles, maybe guiding them back a little bit with your hands. Bring your hands onto your knees with the thumbs facing down and in. Rest some weight here. So feel that equality of both hands pressing down evenly, both feet pressing down evenly, both knees drawing back, heart shining forward, shoulders rolling back, already a lot going on. And then drop the right shoulder towards the left foot and continue using each exhale to soften, or allowing each exhale to soften. Come back to center, reestablish that balance. Drop the left shoulder towards the right foot. Slowly come back to center. Lower your hands to the ground, walk your hands to your right foot, turn all your toes to face forward. Shoot the right foot up and back, three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hips. Come back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifts the left foot high. Exhale, draws the knee to the nose, step it through, crescent lunge. As soon as you feel balanced, draw the hands together behind you, find a little backward bend, keep pressing the left knee forward. As you hinge forward, drop the head inside. Balance anywhere you can. Notice the tendency of your mind to be like, oh, I'll wait until I get into this pose and then I'll find my balance. And find that consistency of keeping that equal and opposite forces in every part of it. As you move through it, drag your body towards the right. Turn the toes in. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Try to find this consistency where the breath just kind of runs into each other. Where you're not waiting for the right moment to be present. Finding that balance even in the transitions. Lower the hands to the ground. Turn the fingers back towards behind you and walk them back there. Pull your head down towards the mat. Just notice all the things going on here. Notice as you rock a little weight into the balls of your feet, you can get your head a little closer to the ground and lift the sit bones up and back a little more. Notice how you just remember to soften on the exhale or to allow the exhale to soften you. And find gratitude for that. Bring the hands under the shoulders, little bend in the knees. Bring the hands to the hips and slowly come up. Turn the toes all the way out to the sides. Sink in here, draw the knees back more, shoulders back more. Lift the arms up like cactus. All right, pinkies in towards the face, elbows back, open the heart, knees back, open the hips. Come up on your tippy toes. Find your breath. Engage your Mula Bandha. Come up just a little bit higher. Let something go on the exhale. Lower the heels down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Walk them over to the left foot. Turn all your toes to face forward. Shoot the left foot up and back. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips. Head is heavy. Come back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot high. Slowly lower the elbows down. Let the head be heavy. Find your balance. And then bring the right knee to the right elbow for half pigeon pose. So first, wiggle those left toes back, back, back. Lower the left knee down. Now use your hands and your forearms to pull the heart forward and roll the shoulders back. See if you can level the hips out a little more. And then go ahead and lift the elbows up. Walk the hands back towards the hips and puff up the chest like a pigeon. Exhale to soften. Keep the length through the crown as you walk your hands forward and lower the forehead all the way down. Notice that just by choosing to use your awareness and focus to balance the breath instead of jumping on the thought train, That's you allowing the yoga and the breath to dissolve this tension in your body just by getting out of the way, by letting go of your tireless job as the narrator, the commentator. You're allowing some magic to happen here, this energy to move through you. Feeling gratitude for that. One more chance to let go. If there's anything you've been holding on to and trying to keep here, go ahead and let it go. Give it permission to leave your body. Feel it melting away. Come back up onto your hands. Puff the heart up, roll the shoulders back. Curl the left toes under. Shoot the right foot up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips, circle it out if it feels good. And then come back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot high. Slowly the elbows lower down. Head gets heavy. Find your balance and then slowly draw the left knee towards the left elbow. Wiggle the right toes back, back, back before you lower the right knee. Level the hips. Use the hands and forearms to pull the heart forward and roll the shoulders back. And then slowly lift the elbows up, coming up onto the hands. Walk them back around the hips. Puff up like a pigeon. Keep your length as you walk it forward. Bring the forehead down to rest and settle right in. Notice if you wait until you get into the pose to find the balance. Notice if you're always kind of waiting for the right time or place to be fully present. And see if you can show up even in those transitions, finding that balance, making it a continuous practice instead of intermittent. By bringing everything into balance, it reminds us of that state of grace that we're in reality always in. We're always kind of striving to achieve that, to feel that, to remember that here in this physical form in the body. One more chance to let go. Come up onto the hands. Puff the heart up. Curl the right toes. Slowly lift the left knee up and then shoot it up and back. Bend the knee, open the hips, maybe circling it out. And come back, downward facing dog. And now we'll lower down to the knees and come up to kneeling, standing on the knees. Knees as wide as the hips. Bring your hands to your low back, maybe fingers pointing up. Draw the elbows back a little more. Press the hips forward, lift the heart. Maybe the head can drop all the way back. Maybe the chin needs to stay drawing in towards the chest. On an inhale, come up, bring your knees together, lower your hips to your heels. Slide your hands down to your knees, tuck your tailbone all the way under. Even more. Tuck your chin all the way to your chest, even more. Tuck into the tightest little ball. And then find a wave-like motion with your spine as you inhale and ripple forward. And exhale and retract, rounding it all out. One more time with your breath. You ever notice there's moves that are a lot more fun to do when no one's watching you? Slowly come back up onto the knees, stacking them, hips over the knees. Bring the hands to the low back. We'll do 2 more sets of camel. Press the hips forward, lift the heart. Maybe you start walking the hands down the thighs to grab the heels. Maybe you just grab one heel and lift the other arm up. Press the hips forward equally. Lift the heart up. Let the shoulders melt equally. Reach through the fingers. Relax your head and your neck. Even out the inhale and the exhale. And let this exhale help you to let go of something. On an inhale, come up, knees together, hips to heels, hands to knees, tuck it all in a little bit tighter. Stay right there if it feels good, or find that wave-like motion. You can go ahead and get weird, I'm not watching. And slowly come back up one more time, stacking hips over knees, hands to low back. Wrap the elbows back, open the heart, press the hips forward. Maybe grabbing that opposite heel now. Notice how with every breath and every pose, you have a chance to find that balance, but your mind will kind of go, oh no, I'm not gonna find it right now. I'm gonna jump on this thought train instead. I'll do that later. Fight the urge, stay in that place of balance. Inhale, come up, knees together, hips to heels, hands to knees, round it out. And then knees are together, feet are together, grab your heels, thumb on the outside, so your whole inside of your hand is touching the bottom of your heel. And then you lean back just a little bit, and you tuck the chin to the chest, and you try to roll into this tight little ball, trying to get the forehead to touch the knees, trying to get the top of the head to touch the mat right in front of the knees, rolling forward onto the top of the head, pull on the heels, soften the shoulders out of the ears, lift the hips, breathe into that space behind the back, fill it all the way up. Feel the exhale softening the tension. One more breath. And slowly come back up. Slide out onto the belly. Bring your arms out to the sides like airplane wings. Zip your legs together. Inhale, lift everything up. Lengthen from your toes to your crown. Soften anywhere you can. Lengthen from fingertips to fingertips. Lift everything up a little bit higher. Find length in two directions. Inhale, really taking flight. Exhale to soften and let go. One more breath. Now bend the knees and grab the ankles from the outside. Try to keep your hips in line with your knees, or knees in line with your hips, really. Yeah, now kick into the hands to lift the heart up. Maybe you start to look up just a little bit, but keep the back of the neck long. If the knees are splaying out to the sides, try to draw them back in line with the hips. Kick up into the hands, maybe coming up on just the hip bones, so you're rocking forward and back. Slowly release, extend the right arm all the way out to the side, perpendicular to the body. Right ear down flat. Left hand presses into the ground in front of the face, elbow points straight up at the sky. Roll to the right side, place the left foot flat on the ground behind the knee, and allow this pose and your breath to help you let go of some of this tension in your shoulder, just by staying present, resisting the urge to jump on the thought train, just by balancing out the breath and allowing each exhale to help you unwind here. Maybe it feels good to lift the wrist up off the ground and come up on tented fingertips on that right hand. Slowly release back onto the belly. Bring the right arm back in. Extend the left arm out long. Left ear down flat. Right hand presses into the mat. Right elbow points up at the sky. Roll to the left side. Set the right foot flat behind that knee. And allow it to happen here. Stay out of the way. Once you feel something release, maybe it's time to lift that wrist up. Come up on tented fingers. I've never done that in this one before. That's kind of intense. One last chance. Let something go. And slowly come back onto the belly. And then we'll just roll over onto our back. Hug your knees into your chest. See if you can grab the elbows around the knees. Tuck the chin towards the chest a little bit. And then try to get the lower vertebrae and the booty on the ground by lowering the feet down towards the ground, the bottom of the feet down towards the ground, yeah? See what you can soften here. See if you can lengthen the spine at all. Find balance from one side to the other, from top to bottom, between your inhale and your exhale. What if every moment is just a new opportunity to see how much balance we can find? Okay, now we cross the right knee over the left and we try to grab onto our feet on the outside edges of our feet. If you need more, you can grab the left shin. All right, tuck the chin a little bit. Allow the breath to move through you. Feel it softening. The shoulders, the tension in that hip. Maybe you're starting to tighten that knot. Imagining your legs as shoelaces and trying to get the knees a little closer by pulling on those feet to tighten the knot. And release, hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rocking side to side. Cross the left knee over the right. Grab the outside edge of the feet. Tuck the chin a little bit. Find your balance. Maybe you never lost it. Maybe you're getting good at stringing these moments together, this continuous balance, instead of this intermittent waiting till after I do the dishes to be present or mindful, but just finding this consistency, this steadiness, just by getting out of the way, just by allowing life to move through us and allowing ourselves to show up as we are. Maybe tightening that knot just a little bit and one last chance to let go. Hug your knees into your chest. Cross the right knee over the left. Arms straight out to the sides, palms facing up. Hips to the right, knees to the left. Maybe the toes wrap all the way around that calf. Gaze out over the right hand and allow. Allow this moment to be perfect, exactly as it is, by not attacking it with your thoughts, your judgments, your fears, your doubts. Just let this breath move through you in this balanced way. And feel it helping you let go of this tension we're holding on to. So there's something in us that tells us we need to keep this tension, this protective armor. But keep reassuring yourself on a cellular level that you are safe and that you can unwind. Giving yourself a chance to lay down the armor of the defense and soften. Giving yourself a chance to heal. Giving yourself a chance to show up just as you are, letting whatever comes up come up without judging it. Letting it move through you, even if it's sadness. Allowing this moment to be exactly as it is. Maybe even finding gratitude for it being exactly as it is. Come back to center and hug your knees in. Cross your left knee over, arms straight out, hips to the left, knees to the right. Maybe the toes sneak all the way around. Gaze out over the left hand and let it happen. Everything is perfect. Let yourself perceive it that way. Our true nature is spirit. Spirit is always in a, what did I say? Something of grace, but what was it? State of grace. Spirit is always in a state of grace. So we are always in a state of grace. And we can always choose to perceive that. Or we can jump on the thought train and go into all the other possible scenarios, right? We have time for that later. Right now, just let this be. See if you can feel a little extra gratitude for this breath moving through your body, bringing balance, bringing surrender, helping us return to our true nature, spirit, grace. Come back to center and hug your knees into your chest one last time. And then let your legs go long on the mat. Spread your feet as wide as the mat. And let the toes fall open. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Lengthen the back of the neck. Close your eyes. Now imagine bringing love and gratitude to all the space around your eyes, helping those places that have a tendency to never rest or to tense up, helping to soothe them. See if you can feel that love softening all the space behind the eyes. Maybe in the form of gratitude for the eyes and all the work they do. Giving them permission to soften here, to take a little break. See if you can feel that gratitude softening all the tension that we use to make expressions on our face. See if you can talk all those places in your neck and shoulders that like to hold tension, to taking a little break too. Now notice that after you set this intention, you can let go of it and the breath will just continue it for you. You got it in motion here. And allow the exhale just to help you unwind a little further. Maybe even the inhale is helping you to soften and unwind further. Imagine that you're in a deep sleep. See if you can find the most loving and gentle way to awaken yourself. By finding that all over approach, maybe on a cellular level. Trying to awaken every part of you equally. Finding that equality from your head to your toes.
Seeing if you can bring in gratitude all over at the same time, evenly. Letting it fill the heart space and the belly and the whole body. And then roll over onto the right side. Maybe we can bring some of this gratitude and balance out into the world today. But no pressure. Maybe you just want to keep it for yourself. Sit in this space a little longer. When you're ready, come up to a seat. All the good energy we created in class right here in our hands. Inhale, arms up, squeeze the palms together. Bring all that good energy down to the forehead for good, clear thoughts. Down to the lips for good, clear communication. And down to the heart for good, clear intentions. Let the head bow to the wisdom of the heart. Soften one more time. Bring the thumbs to the space above the eyebrows. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. May all beings everywhere be free from pain and suffering. May our thoughts and actions in some way contribute to that.
Namaste.